showing you guys how to replace the rear brake pads on a 2009 Hyundai Sonata. I already broke these loose. For time's sake, I'll go ahead and get this off and we'll get started on that. Connected to that squish right there. And you want to make sure that you are nice and snug on there, because if you slip, you will probably cut or at least punch something. Not quite for the sake of the car, but for the sake of you. I have a really hard time. I'm gonna use both handle roonies here. Heck yeah. Now they should both be hand tight. Lovely. Good stuff, good stuff. Just make sure you set those somewhere where you won't lose them. Boop. And then this guy should kind of just wiggle free here. Oh no. Alrighty. So this right here should not be wiggling. That is a prime reason why you should change your brakes out often. Clearly, I did not. And now I'm paying for it. So this is the pad that's worn down. She's getting there. This one right here is totally messed up. So this completely fell apart when I took it out. So we've got a lot of uneven wear there. That's not usually a concern, but when it's that bad, it's definitely something that you should address. And we'll replace the hardware. It's usually not much more expensive. A lot of places throw it in for free, but it's not hard. You just pop the old ones out. It's supposed to just go right in there. Right now it's not quite wanting to. There we go. She's nice and snug. But yeah, that's bad. Wrong way. There we go. Heck yeah, nice and snug. If there is a circle on the back of the brakes, then that will be what you put closest or farthest from you. If there's not a circle, if there's just like a metal plate, then that will also be furthest to you. So we'll take this guy, because it does not have any kind of metal platage going on, and we will just pop her on there. Lickety split. Goes on real nicely. And then this other one, same thing, and they're just gonna fit right in these little grooves here. That's where the tail is gonna go. From the back you can't really see it, but that said, there's not a whole lot of places for it to go, so it's fairly easy to just kind of feel out. Yep. there she is. It still moves pretty freely, which is bad, but we'll take this bad boy right here. So this is supposed to be farther in. This is the piston for the caliper. And we want to push that back. There is a tool specifically meant for this. However, what I like to do is I put my wrench right there. And I'll find a good spot to hang it up so that it won't fall. Hold it with my knees here, and you can grab these right here. Use them as little handles. Grab them, squeeze. And if you do have the tool you're supposed to use, I recommend using that. But if you do not, then this works good because you're not going to be sitting here for hours trying to figure out how to push it back in. And it is kind of tough on your hands, but you can use, I mean, really any long, sturdy object, whether that be a screwdriver or what. But and then we just line her up with these bolts, get them around the brake pads, press it on. It should fit. Now, if you did not mess with the caliper piston, it won't even try to fit on there. So that's a super important step. The first time I did this, I thought that I wouldn't need to push them back, and I was super wrong, and I spent a really long time being really frustrated because it wasn't wanting to cooperate with me. And luckily, again, that tool really is the easiest way to do it, but if you don't have it, it's not a big deal. You're not gonna hurt it. I know I had the camera kind of weird, but those bolts will just go right back in that same spot with the little rubbery bits there. That's bad. Okay. And we'll take this guy and make sure she is tightening mode up. Which she is. Yeah, she is. Again, this is a 14 millimeter. And we will just get them nice and tight there. Sometimes what I like to use, I'll put my shoulder up in the wheel well. Give myself a lot more leverage that way. However, right now I don't feel like doing that. So that is how we will tighten it, my friends. We'll do the second one. Getting your leverage up in the wheel well, it works fine. The only thing that I don't like about it is those who are not physically gifted with plentiful strength, it's kind of rough on your back. And of course, don't be a fucking asshole. Pick up after yourself. If you are doing anything that involves taking your wheels off and your brake pads look like this, do not reuse these. They're done. For emergencies, this would be okay. this is trash. This will not help you. Now we pop her back on. And yeah, that is how you do it. Make sure whenever you are getting ready to start your car and get ready to take off and whatnot, just make sure that you are, oops. Make sure that you pump your brakes before you do that. And what I mean by that, is that right? Oh. There she blows. So you're going to want to make sure that you pump your brakes, and what I mean by that, I'll show you here in a minute. After you get your lug nuts back on and tight and whatnot, by the way, the torque spec is going to be 90 foot-pounds. I do not have a torque wrench on me, so we are just going to send it. And that is what I recommend everyone else do if they do not have a torque wrench. If you do have a torque wrench, use it. If you do not, then rather it be too tight than too loose. Sorry? Oh yeah, she's done.
Alright. I saw you over here. I didn't know.
Oh no, I'm quite alright. Thank you though.
Alright, man, appreciate it.
You as well. So yeah, if you do have a torque wrench, use it. If you don't, it's better to be tight than too loose. But alrighty. So we will just hop into the vehicle. We'll turn around. You don't have to turn it on for this part, but I will because I'm gonna be leaving. And I wish you could see that better. Basically, just pump your brakes. And that'll help your caliper piston kind of realign itself to where it needs to be. It's not super dangerous if you don't do it, but it is definitely more safe. So yeah, that is my knowledge from me to you. Thank you for watching. If you want more, I definitely have more. This is a piece of junk. So, take care.